It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Purdy on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And the 49ers.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners
5 plays there on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
He's tackled at the 34.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes going to throw. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well,
in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he returns this to the 22. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy looking to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
3. 3rd and 3. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 60 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete to Pearsall. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Purdy off the play fake. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Purdy now to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now Purdy. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
3rd and
3. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
13 yards on the play. That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
9-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Oh, he shifts past him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
And less than a yard.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch catch and run. 30 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Purdy from the gun. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Mahomes going to throw. On the RPO hit, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Dances by him. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
15 yards.
15 yards there on the catch and run.
49er 1st down. A gain of 15. And a 49er 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now they need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. But he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
Well, 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
That's another 49er first down. A gain of 15.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
The 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey from 3 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 44-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 37.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.